Hello everyone and welcome to another Marvel Champions video. I'm using the Scarlet Witch again, but this time I'm doing something different, a bit of a change. I'm going to be using an aspect-less deck. That's a deck with only basic cards and not a single aspect. So any of these, we don't want, get them gone. We don't need these cards. We've got basic cards now, lovely grey basic cards. I'm going to go through the cards now and show you why I'm going to play this kind of deck. It really came forward because I saw some builds online, especially the addition of the Power in All of Us. There's a lot of really good kind of high cost basic card allies as well, plus Spiritual Meditation. This deck is going to be really fun to play with and I'm going to show you how it works. So obviously first of all we've got Scarlet Witch's signature cards at the top up here, and we have 3 copies of the resource cards because we need them. We've also got 2 copies of Recuperation. This is alter ego action for 2. Heal damage from your alter ego equal to your recovery. The reason being because I found that if you take a few nasty hits with Wanda, only having 10 hit points can be quite hard to heal, and she only heals for 3 a turn, so combine this with healing, you can heal for 6, so you should get back up to almost full health. Next we have a copy of Avengers Mansion, a copy of Queen Carrier, a copy of Halley Carrier. This deck is going to be all about card draw. We're going to be drawing a lot of cards, Spiritual Meditation, Avengers Mansion, we're going to use Nick Fury as well, plus her abilities to draw lots of cards and bombard the villain with our powerful spell cards, using our basic allies for sort of chump block and defense. We also have 2 more upgrades. We have Endurance, extra hit points because we need them because our hit points are so low, only 10 is pretty abysmal. And we're also going to have the Sorcerer Supreme to get extra +1 hand size while in hero form. Next we have 3 copies of one of my favourite basic cards what came with the Wanda pack, Spiritual Meditation. Play only if identity has a mystic trait. Action, draw 2 cards. Choose and discard 1 card from your hand. So you draw 2 and discard 1. It's an action, so you can do in your alter ego form or hero form. It's just really, really good because a lot of times you're going to have at least 1 or 2 dud cards that you're not going to need at the start of the game or at a certain point. So this, you get 2 new cards for the price of costing of 1. It's a really, really good card. We also have 2 copies of the Power in All of Us. It's an interesting card. It's a resource card, max 2 per deck. Double the number of resources this card generates when paying for a basic grey card. So it's like the double resource cards, but only works for the basic cards. So stuff like War Machine, Nick Fury, Lockjaw, and Avengers Mansion is going to help us pay for those cards a lot easier. Next we have a bunch of allies. We have War Machine, because he has toughness and his attacks ignore retaliate, because he has range, so he's pretty cool. Nick Fury is just a great all-round utility card. We can play him really easily. He can help us draw cards or damage the enemy if we really need to. Lockjaw, because a lot of times I discard Lockjaw because you can play him from your discard power during your turn. So I'll discard him with Spiritual Meditation or her ability and then play him at a later time. Heimdall costs a lot, but he is very powerful. He has 4 hit points, 3 attack. He enters play, you can look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, discard 1, put the others back in any order. So if you find a pesky card, shows the past, the obligation, you can get that gone and rename the cards back in any order. This also helps out with her ability of Hexbolt and stuff. Put the cards back in any order, helps with our boost icon ability. Mockingbird, cheap ally, good for stun locking the enemy. And Ironheart is great, especially when you play the Power in All of Us. It's a 1 card cost for another card, and you draw a card as well when you play it. She's a really cheap, weak ally, but when you enter to play, she draws a card. So that's it for the basic deck overview. So we're going to be drawing a lot of cards, playing Avengers Mansion, Queen Carrier and Halley Carrier, drawing our powerful spells, and hitting the enemy for everything we've got. We're going to go to a gameplay video right now and I'm going to show you how this deck works. Okay, so here we have Absorbing Man on Expert. I'm using the Standard, Expert and a Mess of Things counter sets for variety. Begins the game with Super Absorbing Power in play, and this basically just gives him all the traits, so Ice, Metal, Stone and Wood. So we have an undefended attack, we do extra effects depending on the environment in play. 2 threats on the scheme to start off with. Shuffle the deck and when discard cards, so we get an environment and put environment into play. It's a very interesting villain with his environment. So first card, oh, Slip Insanity, that's good. Exhaustion, that's Expert Treachery, that's also good. Steel Kick's annoying. That's not an environment. That's not an environment. It's the bad start. There we go, environment. So he also has the stone trait. So after it makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him or 2 damage instead if there are 5 more delay counters on the main scheme. So we've got 10 health down here, just shuffle our deck. And we're ready to go. So this is our completely aspectless basic card deck. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, straight away I can play Avengers Mansion for free, basically, with Chaos Magic. So Chaos Magic lets you play a card from your hand for free. All you do is you discard cards to counter deck equal to the cost. In this case, it'd be 4 cards. I could do Power of Us with Ironheart for a great draw card combo. Quicksilver is handy, but I can't really cast Quicksilver. I could use Chaos Magic to cast Quicksilver, but I think getting our upgrades out early would be pretty good. What Reality and Quicksilver, I might discard those to get extra different cards, so Hexbolt and Agatha Harkness, that'll do instead. Okay, so straight away I'm going to flip her over. So this scheme needs to go as soon as we can. So obviously I'm going to play Avengers Mansion, so that costs 0 with Chaos Magic. Discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of pesky treacheries there. They're all gone. Exhaust this to draw a card. Endurance. We're going to use Agatha Harkness to play for Endurance, give it extra hit points. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to use Power of All of Us to get 2 resources to pay Ironheart and draw a card. Helicarrier we can't quite play just yet. So we're going to thwart both these characters to instantly remove this scheme from the game because this scheme is quite pesky. It's going to really affect us. So ready up now. End of our go. So we're going to keep these cards. We're going to try to play Helicarrier next turn. 3, 4, and 5. So we should be able to, with Meditation and Dual Resource, play for Helicarrier next turn. I'll go over. So Villain Phase. So step 1, we affect the main scheme. We also have a delay counter every time because it does other effects. We're going to block with Ironheart. We're going to try and block as much as we can with Absorbing Man because undefended attacks do have nasty effects. So block with Ironheart. So 2, we are stunned. It's pretty annoying. So Ironheart is dead. A counter card for me is going to be Tail Sweep. Scorpion attacks your hero. If no attacks are made this way, you are stunned. Boost effect, you are stunned. Either way, I am stunned. A lot of stun going on here, so there we go. I will go now. So we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Hexbolt. We're going to play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 and discard 1. 2. I'm going to discard her crest. I don't think I really need that right yet. So definitely going to get out Helicarrier. So 2 with energy and 1 with molecular decay to get out Helicarrier. We're going to 3 Hexbolts. Okay, we're going to first of all attack with Scarlet Witch to get rid of the stun card. It's only attacks for 1, so 1's fine. We're going to reduce the cost of a card by 1 with Helicarrier, pay 1, and play Hexbolt. Now I've been playing Hexbolt, I think a little bit wrong. I think what I've been doing before is I've been taking 3 cards, going through them all, and then picking what effects I want to do. Really what I should do is discard a card, choose whether I want to do it or not, and then go for the next one. So we're going to do proper this time. So discard 1 card. No icons, that means stun. We're going to use that and... No, we can't. We're just going to do 2 damage, so we can't use that ability. So 1, 2. Next one is 1. Remove 2 effect from the scheme. We'll keep that, that's fine. That's 1. And the last card is nothing, so that is 2 damage. The star icons do not count for boost icons, so that is 2 damage. Hexbolt does 3 effects. Sorry, 4 effects. 2 damage for 0, 2 threat for 1, draw a card if you have 2, and then 3+, play a status card on a character. So ready up now, and villain's turn. Hexbolt 2, 3, 4, and 5. Going to try and get out a Source of Supreme next, get an extra hand size, maybe Magic Shield, and then Molecular Decay to inactive for massive damage. So villain's turn, 1 threat on the scheme, extra delay counter. He attacks, we're of course going to defend, so 2 plus 1, 2 is 4 damage, so 1, 2. And the boost effect is, if he has the Arts of Metal traits, give him the Tough Status card. He does not, so getting rid of super absorbing power earlier was a really good move. And counter card for us is a mess of things. So when revealed, place 2 additional threats here for each stun-friendly character. There isn't any stun-friendly characters, so that goes there. That has an extra counter card icon, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Our turn, obviously always resource Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Queen Carrier, now I'll get that out for super fast resources. Well, first going to spells Meditation to draw extra cards, so 1, 2, Nick Fury. You know what, we're going to exhaust this to reduce the cost. We're going to pay Nick Fury 1, 2, and 3 for Queen Carrier. We're going to exhaust Queen Carrier and use Magic Shield to play Sorcerer Supreme, extra hand size. And I think that is it for our turn. So we're going to ready up. So we now have 6 cards in our hand size and all of our upgrades and supports that we're going to need. I think we've got everything we need down here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we've got a Heimdall War Machine. With all our resources though, we can play lots of cards next turn. So villain phase now. So this is on 3. This is up to 3, the delay counters. The attacks, of course, defend again. So 2 plus 2 is 2, down to 9. That was Scorpion just discarded, so thank God for that. So, 2 encounter cards. First one is Caught Off Guard. It's got an upgrade or support your control. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, I don't want to do this. Sorcerer Supreme. That'll have to do. I want the resources. Our next one is... This has Surge, so he has the Metal trait now. So, on defended attack, you discard 1 resource icon from your hand, or 2 instead if there are 5 more delay counters on the main scheme. Villain schemes, so... I've got nothing I can do against that. Nope. So he schemes now for 2. Oh, 5. That's a lot. That's bad. That was unlucky. Right, let's get our attack on. So, exhaust this, draw a card. Cards together. Power on all of us. So we could use a Heimdall, War Machine, Molecular Decay. I need to really get rid of that and that really. So we're going to focus on getting some allies out. So 1 resource, reduce cost of resource, play this, and Magic Shield for Heimdall. Enters play, the top 3 cards in counter deck, discard 1 and put them back in any order. So 1, 2, 3. We'll leave that, we'll just get rid of one of these, and we'll put that on top. That'll be a lot better for us that way. What else can we do? Can't play War Machine. We can play Molecular Decay, do some big damage, I suppose. Let's do that. Let's play Molecular Decay. So, 3. Molecular Decay. So, hero action attack, deal 5 damage to the enemy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard 2 cards, and then add additional boost icon damage per icon. So, that's 1 icon. And none. That's out the way gone. We're going to thwart with Heimdall to get rid of a mess of things. Don't want extra encounter cards. Ready up, thwart again, and then keep that scheme down because it keeps getting quite high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My bad. I thought I had 5 cards in my deck at 5 there. So we've got Meditation, Hex Bolt. Oh, my bad. I drew extra card there, sorry. So together with the sleeves. So 5 cards, we have a Lockjaw, Hexbolt, Meditation, Recuperation. That's all good. So his turn. This is on 9 now, that's on 4. Defend with Scarlet Witch, so 2 plus 1 is 1 damage gone through. Counter card, Shadows of the Past. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so next evolution, increase the number of boost icons each counter card by 1. Might work in our favour or not, who knows. Luminous. If Luminous activates against you, it's got top card in the counter deck. If 2 more boosted icons are discarded this way, do yourself 1 encounter card. So combined with that, Luminous is pretty tough. And then we put the other cards into the deck. So shuffle these in. It has 5 health, which is quite tough. Okay, there we go. Right, I'll go. So we've got some problems. This card doesn't bother me. It affects that, but for now we're okay. So we're going to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Molecular Decay. We're going to use 2 of these to pay for Hexbolt. Let's see what we get. So don't forget you're going to increase the number of boost icons in each counter card by 1. So actually it's more than 1. So that's 3. That's a status card. We'll stun the villain. Next one. That's actually 2 because of that. So remove 2 threat from a scheme. We'll get rid of this. Get out of the way. That's that gone. And the last one is still 2 because of that. 2 threat from a scheme. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll get rid of this scheme. Get down a little bit. There we go. And what else can we do? Extra resources there. We're going to do Molecular Decay, I think. So exhaust that. Pay 1 with Lockjaw. Molecular Decay. So that's 5 damage. We'll do 5 to let's just go straight for the villain. Let's go straight for the villain. So 5, he's dead. Counter cards doesn't make a difference because damage doesn't go over. That's that. So stage 3 now. Same again. You have a trait each environment and play, and after it against you, guess what trait he has. You can put threat on the main scheme or 1 indirect damage. So he has 16 health. There we go. Can't do much else. We're just going to, I think we're going to thwart again, keep this scheme down, I think. Oh, wrong one. Thwart again, keep the scheme nice and low. He's got he's stunned, let's go, so he can't activate, so we're okay. Ready up, draw last card there, so we get extra counter card because our deck has emptied. I'm going to deal myself 1, so don't forget. We'll just put that there, so don't forget. We're going to discard recuperation, sorry. I'm going to get rid of that. Then we go, and 3, 4, and 5. Mark the decay. Chaos Magic is pretty useless, so we're going to bank on that, get us a good card. Ready up all these, so villain phase now, so 1 on there. That's on 5. This attacks, we're going to defend with Scarlet Witch. Nothing goes through, but Scarlet cards in the counter deck. If 2 boost icons card this way, do yourself an encounter card. So, not boost icon, not boost icon. We're okay. So 2 encounter cards now. First one is Chaos Manipulation. Search counter deck, Scarlet Power for Luminos, point to play engaged with you. So top card in counter deck, if 2 boost icons activated this way, she activates against you. So discard 2 cards in counter deck, if 2 boost icons card this way, activates against you. It's going to be quite bad. So 1, none. And oh, that was lucky. Oh, that was really good. And last encounter card, oh, last one on the deck. Under Fire, Surge. So we've got to play Salvation Token on the main scheme and then draw 2 cards. One from Surge, one from the effect. It's going to be quite bad for us. So 1 is Steely Kick. Take 3 indirect damage, 4 instead as metal trait. He does indeed, so that's 4 damage. That means that's going to be dead. So that's 1 on there and 3 on me. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty harsh. Next one is Steady Hustle. It also has Surge. This card should be gone. Sorry. So that's Surge. That's the Ice trait now. A mess of things again. No stun characters, so just 2 on there, but an extra card icon. So I'll go now. So I've been exhausted. Exhaust that, draw a card. Okay, we're going to Spells Meditation, draw some extra cards. So 1, 2. We're going to discard Agatha Harkness. We're going to use Chaos Magic to pay for Molecular Decay to do some big hits. So first of all, we're going to discard 3 cards, pay for Chaos Magic. The cost of Molecular Decay, so 1, 2, 3, some pesky cards there, we're done. And then we're going to do 5 damage to the enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard top 2 cards. That's good. Another 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And 1 more is 2 damage. Down to 6. What can we do? Can we kill him in one go? Can we kill him off? I don't think we can. We can get lucky with Hexbolt. So if we get Hexbolt and get 3, 0 boost icons in a row, that could be really good. So we're going to pay. Actually, first of all, we're going to use Power of Us to pay for Ironheart to draw a card. Another Hexbolt. We could play 2 Hexbolts in one go now. We should be okay here. So Genius to play for Hexbolt. So first card, 2 damage because no icons. 1, 2. Next card, 2 damage because no icons. Come on. Next card. 2 damage, no icons. Hey, there we go, and 0, and it is defeated. I could have played over Hexbolt. I could have exhausted Halley Carrier and Queen Carrier, and I would have probably hopefully finished him off. Let's see what would have gone instead. So another 2 damage, draw a card. So stunned him again. So I could have stunned him or confused him. Let Alter Ego heal up, and that's it for this playthrough video. It's pretty fun, pretty quick game. Azuri Man isn't the hardest villain. He isn't that hard really. It's pretty easy to manage. I think because his deck doesn't have many minions in there or particularly pesky treacheries. But depending on what encounter card set you put in there, it can be quite fun and quite a bit of a challenge. And that's it for this video. It's a pretty fun deck. It's pretty good. With no aspects, it did really well. I was on 5 health. I mean, without endurance, I've been 2 health. But other than that, everything went well. Chaos Magic is great with the high cost cards. Combine that with Hex Bolt, Molecular Decay, get your engine running, Queen Carrier, Helicarrier, and Avengers Mansion. You get your drawing cards and paying for everything so good, so quickly, and that's it. And that's it for this video, really. Any comments, any suggestions? If you want to leave a comment down below, feel free. Leave a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.